Cloudy. My name is Cloudy. Welcome back to the channel. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't check out my last video, make sure you check out my last videos. You know what I'm saying? At the end of this video, when you make it all the way to the end, I will have a little thing at the top where it has the playlist full of my Marvel DC stuff. You know what I'm saying? Today, we got a video from Everything Always. Some very beautiful news. Apparently, they're about to recast Dr. Doom. Them recasting Dr. Doom,
What's
bro.
going
This
on,
is
guys?
probably
Welcome
the most
to
exciting
Everything
news I've ever heard,
Always.
bro.
My name's Michael Roman,
Iron Man coming
aka
back.
All Fires. Now, regardless of how you feel about Robert Downey Jr. returning as Dr. Doom after playing the iconic Iron Man, you have to admit there was a level of risk that Marvel Studios, the Russos, and RDJ all felt like was worth taking, and at the same time added a ton of intrigue as far as theories as to how and why Victor Von Doom looks like the 616's Tony Stark. And at the crux of a lot of those theories is the exact way that I worded that. Victor Von Doom only looks like Tony Stark. He's not actually Tony Stark. Well, if today's...
Bro, I just got a new theory already, bro. Bro, if they saying... Bro, I didn't even realize him saying that until now. Bro, he said he looks like Dr. Doom, which means you can't forget Dr. Doom is a sorcerer, bro. He probably found a magic trick or some type of, you know what I'm saying, to change his face. Maybe he found out that, you know, Tony Stark here sacrificed himself, and he was like, bro, maybe I could use his face to make it seem like I didn't really pass away. I just turned on the Avengers, because this might be able to get the Avengers out the way. If they see that Tony Stark really ain't with them, they might a lot of characters on the team might be like, why isn't Tony Stark fucking with the Avengers? We gonna fuck with Tony Stark. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's trying to use that. You know what I'm saying? So now that I think about it, Tony Stark, RDJ might not actually be Dr. Doom. They might just be using his face. But it might actually be somebody else actually playing it, and his face might end up being revealed later in the movie. And they might be like, that's not Tony Stark. And that might be how Peter Parker ends up not being on his team no more type shit. You know what I'm saying?
rumor is true, then it would mean that Robert Downey Jr. won't be playing Dr. Doom as long as we thought, and in fact, we might actually see a different actor playing Dr. Doom and Robert Downey Jr.
This
back
means
to playing
Iron
Tony
Man
Stark
could come
before
back.
all is said and done in Avengers Secret
Superior
Wars.
Iron
We're
Man gotta
breaking
be
it
coming,
all
bro.
down. This latest rumor that's been circulating online that Robert Downey Jr. won't be playing Dr. Doom for long, and that Marvel Studios will be recasting the character with a different actor. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. Thanks to everyone who's been subscribing lately in helping us grow the community. And if you haven't already, I would just kindly invite you to do so. It's the #1 thing you can do to support the channel and me as a content creator. Plus, it enters you for the giveaways if you want. Stick around to the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify some things. #1, we are not talking about what was heavily reported last year right after Robert Downey Jr. was revealed to be playing Doom, that Marvel Studios would most likely cast a new actor for Doom in the future to keep the classic villain of Doom in the MCU fold so that he might return. We are talking about Robert Downey Jr. not even finishing the role of Dr. Doom before the end of Avengers Secret Wars. Now, I searched in vain
I'm happy
all
about
of
this,
these
bro.
reports and rumors circulating online to try to find the genesis point of this, and alas, I didn't, making me think, as I mentioned during the prologue, that theories may have given way to rumors here. But what's being said is that by the end of Avengers Secret Wars, we will actually see a different actor in the role of Dr. Doom, as it'll be revealed that he had only stolen the identity of Tony Stark, that he wasn't actually a...
Bro, I do not watch these videos before I watch these videos, bro. Subscribe to your boy Cloudy Comics, bro. Kind of sad that they finna go into the X-Men thing, because I'm pretty sure once they go into the X-Men saga, we're not finna see Iron Man, Thor, and Deadpool. We're not finna... Well, we're gonna probably see Deadpool, but we ain't gonna see Iron Man and them like that no more, you know what I'm saying? At least that's what I'm thinking. But I feel like Superior Iron Man might be coming when Tony Stark does come back. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it only makes sense. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I've been seeing Superior Iron Man all over my YouTube feed, like for the comic books and all that. I've been seeing like little clips and stuff like that, bro. And I'm like, bro, what if he comes back with the Superior Iron Man armor? You know what I'm saying? What if him passing away like upgraded his suit, or I don't know, you know, but
of Tony Stark, and it seems as though the Russos and Marvel Studios have not been trying to mislead us in any way in this regard, as they have always referred to this character that RDJ is playing as Victor Von Doom. Now again, there is constant conjecture about the details, but what's being held as the prevailing theory right now is that Dr. Doom has stolen the Tony Stark identity in order to convert some of the heroes from the 616 into being his quote-unquote followers.
bro, I don't watch these videos before bro.
And that there will be a division
That's
line
literally what I
amongst
just
those who
said,
want
bro.
to follow him and those who don't. That's what's going to spur the actual plot line for Avengers
That's how he
Secret
gonna get
Wars.
Peter
And
Parker
the
on
very
his side,
easy
bro.
logical jump here is that if he stole the identity of Tony Stark, if using magic or technology or both, he made himself look like Tony Stark,
He gonna use
then
magic.
presumably before that, he would have had a different identity, and it'll be that new actor that'll step in to essentially be playing the same character.
See, I like how they did this, bro. They telling us RDJ is Doctor Doom so they can hide the true identity of who Doctor Doom really is gonna be. That's fire, bro. Y'all can't lie,
Doctor
man. I'm
Doom
loving
that
it,
we'll
bro.
see in Avengers
Keep
Doomsday
doing this,
and
bro.
Avengers Secret Wars. So two actors
It
playing the very same
people like me to
character.
make more
It starts
videos,
with
you know what
Robert
I'm
Downey
saying?
Jr.'s portrayal of this character and then turns into his original form, whatever actor would be playing him. So the second
That's
actor is
crazy. Who gonna
presumably
play
what he
him
would
then?
have looked like first. Now, these rumors have
Who-
also
who's,
seemed to center around some Bollywood actors, with rumors of them possibly
Like who?
joining the MCU to play this original version of Doctor Doom. But
Like
there has
who?
been absolutely
I'm thinking, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking old dude from Opamir. I think that's the movie. What the movie's called. If that's not what the movie called. I'm gonna put up his face anyway. I'm thinking he gonna play Doctor Doom. For some reason, I really feel like he'll be a perfect Doctor Doom. Just his face and everything in his voice. I feel like he'll be a great Doctor Doom. So Marvel, if y'all seen this, Kevin Feige, because I don't know which one's right. Because I've been hearing two different. You know what I'm saying, Kevin, bro. I think you should cast old dude from Opamir as Doctor Doom, bro. And if I got the movie wrong, I will put a picture of it. You know what I'm saying?
nothing, zero in the way of concrete updates from any of the trusted industry insider sources or even Twitter scoopsters at that. But what I will say is that this does fall exactly in line with that update from an unlikely source that we covered here at the channel last month, and I'm sure some of you saw the headlines generated from this, where famous X-Men writer Chris Claremont spoke pretty candidly about what he might know about Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars and dropped a bunch of shocking details not known by the public, including that Robert Downey Jr. might be playing 4 distinct roles.
We did watch.
I think it's likely that Marvel Studios have gone out of their way here with a major misdirect, because there are a lot of fans who assumed, or maybe still assume, that if RDJ is back as Victor Von Doom, that he's not coming back as Tony Stark. But this theory, or rumor, however you want to take it, would free up Robert Downey Jr. to then assume the role of Tony Stark from somewhere in the multiverse to go against Doom if it was revealed Doom's original form isn't actually Robert Downey Jr.'s lookalike, isn't actually a 616 Tony Stark, and is played by a totally different actor. And I know what you're...
See, we might even see, which I hope they do now that this news is coming out, we might even see in the beginning of Avengers Doomsday or at the end of Spider-Man 4. We might even see at the beginning of Spider-Man 4. The beginning of Spider-Man 4, honestly, well, nah. The beginning of Avengers Doomsday might be them showing us when Tony did the snap, and then we might see Doctor Doom come to that universe or something like that, or probably see from his universe what happened on their universe, and he decided, we get to see him, like the reason why he stole his face and how he stole it and everything like that. They might show us that in the beginning of the movie. You know what I'm saying? Which I honestly hope they do, because then we get to see who the real actor is for Doctor Doom, which will be dope. We get to see the real actor play Doctor Doom, but then we get to see him play as RDJ, and the whole entire audience knows, like, bro, he faking. You know what I'm saying? How does these niggas not know that that's not Doctor Doom, bro? That they probably trying to get that out of the audience, trying to make us like, where the audience knows the secret, but the people in the movie don't. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of vibe, bro.
Of course, yes. They can double up Robert Downey Jr. He could be Iron Man, and he could be Doctor Doom fighting against himself. But I think cinematically and visually, Marvel Studios doesn't want to have that specific thing happen. They've already done something like that in Avengers Endgame when Chris Evans, Captain America, fought Chris Evans, Captain America. We don't need to see Robert Downey Jr. Doctor Doom fight Robert Downey Jr. Tony Stark. Not that it couldn't happen, but reverting Doctor Doom to whoever the actor is who looks like Victor Von Doom before he stole Tony Stark's identity would make for a much more visually stunning scene, and would be that much more exciting when all of a sudden out of the multiverse, given whatever the conduit, be it America Chavez, Doctor Strange, we get Tony Stark from somewhere else other than the 616, and when and if he shows up, it'll really be something fans are not expecting because we will have seen him as Doctor Doom. Now, do I expect all of this to happen during Avengers Doomsday? Absolutely not. And again, these rumors have focused on him not continuing the role
I think
that much further past Avengers Secret
I think they're going to show us
so there is sort of a small timetable for this that would have to happen during Avengers Secret Wars, and all the pieces move in order to see this on the screen. But let's face it, guys, this is Marvel and Disney going way out of their way to make sure we think Robert Downey Jr. is done as Iron Man, and make it even that more exciting when he finally shows up to sort of seal the deal for that final battle of Avengers Secret Wars. And it may
I think he's gonna be the one who come back in Secret Wars
saying, hey, you're just not letting go of Robert Downey Jr. playing Iron Man. You're just expecting him to come back. But yeah, this is the chance for that. We've been talking about it for years at the channel, where those like Sir Patrick Stewart, Sir Ian McKellen, now we know James Marsden, the rest of the X-Men cast. If you've ever played a Marvel character, ever at any point in any cinematic universe under any studio, you have a chance to show up in Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. And since that applies to old Fox X-Men characters, Blade and the like, why would that not apply to Tony Stark, or rather Robert Downey Jr. back as his Iron Man variant as well, alongside Chris Evans, Captain America, etc., etc. So
I'm telling you, bro, gonna come back as Superior Iron Man,
and it may just be wishful thinking on the fan side, but I do think it's logical to say, hey, Victor Von Doom, unless Marvel plans on explaining this, probably didn't originally look like Tony Stark, which means he did have an original form. That would be a different actor, and that's where I think the stemming of this rumor through theories has happened. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below.
Who's
if
going
they
to be the real actor,
are going to hire another actor to play that original form of Doctor Doom, what actor do you have? Who can
see? I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think they're gonna hire another actor, bro. I honestly think that's the route they're gonna go, bro. Because low key, a lot of TV, well, not a lot of TV shows, but 50 Cent. I'm gonna just say 50 Cent because he's been the main one doing it, bro. On the show Power. If y'all ain't seen it, go watch it. You know what I'm saying? He's been misdirecting a lot of his fans with certain characters and stuff like that, and it's been working really, really well for his show Power, bro. That type of marketing strategy, bro. So if Marvel really is following that type of plan, bro, I could see great success in their movies, bro. The misdirection makes the movie so much better to watch, even if the movie ain't as good as we hoped. It's the fact that we didn't know it was going to happen. It's still going to give some type of hype to the movie. You know what I'm saying? So it honestly gives them a cushion as well. Like, if our movie isn't as good as people thought it was going to be, it'll still be a good movie because a lot of things happened that they didn't think was going to happen because we told them some other shit. You know what I'm saying? So I can see it being beautiful. I honestly think old boy from Open Mirror should play Doctor Doom, the real Doctor Doom. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, if I got the movie wrong, I will have, you know, the picture up of the guy I'm talking about somewhere in the video. You know what I'm saying? But how y'all feel about this, man? I'm glad that this news is coming out because this means there's a high chance that Iron Man is coming back. And I truly believe that he will be in his superior Iron Man armor. I don't know why I believe that, bro. I don't know. I just have a feeling we're not going to see him in some regular Iron Man suit. It's going to be a top tier suit when he come back in Secret Wars, bro. Guaranteed.